I've been a threat in the bantamweight division.
Tell us about that, and we'd like to welcome IBF Intercontinental Female Bantamweight Champion, Chicken, Shurretta Metcalf.
Hey,
Shurretta, how are you? Thank you for joining us.
I'm great. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. Again, I appreciate you talking to us. So I want to get into it right quick. On November 7th in New York City, I watched, and the people on DAZN also watched, as you dominated a fighter, Miyo Yoshida, for the Intercontinental Bantamweight title. Tell us about that fight and that night.
Actually, it was a very surreal night for me because that, as you know, that was my TV debut. I've never got to fight on TV. I was close to like 1 or 2 times, but it didn't go through. But it actually went through this time, and so I was happy to get this type of fight because these are the fights that I want. Opponents with good records, opponents that's known, who can fight, who's been champions, who's been through, you know what I'm saying, the things that I'm trying to achieve in this boxing. So it was a lot. And for I was just so prepared, so mentally prepared for it that when I was boxing, I was just comfortable. I was like literally having fun.
You went there and you won that fight, almost winning every round. What does that performance say about you as a threat in the bantamweight division?
I've been a threat in the bantamweight division. That's why they could try to say, "Oh, she hadn't really fought nobody." But when we done reached out to these girls who had the good records, they don't be want to fight. They pick and choose who they want to fight. So they be saying it's levels, and like when I fought Melissa Odessa, she was trying to say it was gonna be levels, and she's a champion, and I'm not on her level, and all this stuff. Well, I done beat her. Then I turn around and I beat Miyo, so I guess I am on that level, right?
For sure, for sure. Now, speaking of Miyo, how does it feel to you having defeated Miyo and then 33 days later seeing her in a televised DAZN fight for a world title against Ebony Bridges?
I mean, you know, this is women's boxing that happens all the time. And like my manager said they did contact him to offer the fight to me, but I wasn't ready. Like when I left from New York, I had took like a week off and stuff like that. And then, you know, I have kids and I would just get my businesses back together. So I was in the gym, but I wasn't in the gym. And then we felt like we wanted to like really be prepared when it was time to fight Ebony, because that's the one thing we knew about Matchroom is that they get a lot of their opponents, especially the girls, like people like me who are a threat to those girls. They're gonna offer us those fights in 20 days and stuff like that. So right. I felt I was a little mad, but I mean, I did pass on we did pass on the opportunity, but I still shouldn't feel like that someone who just lost should go for a world title.
Right. Is there any regret on your part, number one, turning down the fight, and number two, not being more prepared? And is that something you're going to change in the future?
Yes, like I'm actually changing it right now. I'm like in the gym, just training and stuff like that. And then, yeah, I do regret it because when I watched, because I went there. And so, like, after I seen how she fought, I would have beat her with the shape that I was in. Like, that, I don't really like talking bad about boxers, but that was a horrible performance. You know what I'm saying? And, like, I would regret that because I would have beat her in my best shape. My sparring partners fight harder than her.
Understood. So you fought and you beat Miyo Yoshida, and now she's ranked number 3, and now she is world champion IBF in the bantamweight division.
I'm mandatory though.
Do you think you'll be getting to face her?
I should, We should, because for a simple fact, we're both promoted by the same promoter. So that means we don't have all the other people in the way and things in that nature.
Right.
I'm not sure about the rematch clauses or what's going on with that, but what I do know is that the IBF doesn't recognize rematch clauses, and so if they was to enforce,
we lost her, but
she's I'm back. Sorry.
No, that's all right.
My phone.
It's all right. It's understandable. We appreciate your time. We appreciate you taking this time to even talk to us and to our listeners and our viewers. We really appreciate that.
And I know the IBF don't recognize rematch clauses, so we'll just have to see how this plays out in the next couple of weeks, because we already in like motion. Like, I already have my team, my manager and them already reaching out, letting them know, like, hey, I want this fight. Like, I deserve this fight. I feel like I done really worked hard. I went and beat the person to make me the mandatory for the fight. So I feel like it's only right that I'm the next fight.
Did you see anything different from Miyo Yoshida from the time you fought her and the time she won the title?
Not really. She fought the same way, but the thing was, Ebony fought her fight. I didn't fight her fight, so she looked like a different fighter as far as like fighting me. But when I seen her other fight and then watching her, that's what she did, and she did what she came to do.
So you've already beaten the woman holding the bantamweight title, and now you're ranked in the number 10 of the WBC. Share with us your sentiments about that.
I was lit. You know how long I've been waiting to get ranked in the WBC? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm ranked in the NABF because I don't win for that title and stuff like that. But I was happy that they finally have ranked me. The only people that haven't ranked me yet is the WBO. I'm pretty much ranked in every other sanctioning body. And it'd be kind of crazy about the rankings, because when I look at some of the other girls, like who's ranked, I'd be like, well, I done fought better opponents than them. Or I've been fighting longer than them. Or we've been fighting the same type of opponents. So why am I ranked like this person is ranked?
Does Shurretta Metcalf see herself in a world title fight 2024?
Most definitely. Not only do I see myself in a world title fight, I see myself as a world champion in 2024.
Women's boxing is at the pinnacle right now with big fights happening. Big fights happen. She lost her titles to Katie Taylor on a rematch. Give us your thought about that if you saw that fight.
I think it should naturally go 3 times because Cameron, she beat the crap out of her the first fight. I don't know what happened with the second fight, or maybe, you know what I'm saying, because they both some great fighters. Both of them are good fighters. I really like both of them. I don't really have nothing bad really to say. They can fight. They actually can fight. Them girls on Matchroom. Yeah, I actually see the third one. I watched the second one. Like, I enjoy watching them 2 fight. They fighting.
I'm sure if there's a third one, and it'll be great. The fans will love it. They bring the action. They come to fight, and they're both skillful fighters.
Skillful. That's why I'm saying they got skills. Like, they not just throwing. They got it.
On December 15, on the Jake Paul undercard, Crews-Dezurn-Green tried to capture the vacant WBC against Crews-Dezurn. What do you thought about Dezurn's win in that fight, capturing the 168 WBC title again?
Hey, I was happy about the queen winning. I like her. Like, I'm happy. Like, she's a good fighter, but I liked it. I like the French on game plan, and that was to smother her punches. So people were like, oh, she's leaning on her. But I think that was the game plan, because Shurretta's strong, and if you on the end of that punch at the right time, you're going down. So I think, you know what I'm saying, I'm happy she won.
Former undisputed woman champion Amanda Serrano, she made history by fighting 12 rounds, 3 minutes. Is that something you've thought about? Is that something you would do? I
would do it. The pay is right. I will do it. I feel like I have the stamina enough to do it. I'm pretty much already training 3 minutes, 4 minutes on the bag, on the mitts and stuff like that. Only time I spar, sometimes I do 2 minutes, because I like to have my timing down right, because, you know, we don't have that much time, so I need to keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm cool. I'm down with that. I guess they feel like I don't know what was going on back then about women's endurance and things like that, but like now it's different. So a lot of rules can change, and we can fight those 3-minute rounds. You might see more knockouts too.
What can we expect from Shurretta Metcalf in 2024?
Beating some girls' asses. 2020. I'm saying I'm trying to outbox them, and it's a lot going down. As long as they don't try to freeze me out and try to act like I'm not here, which would you seen Ebony tried to do? Oh, who are you? You know who I am. Don't play. Mm-hmm. You know who I am. You know what I'm saying? As long as they don't be trying to do all that and they'll accept the fight when we asking for it, then we good. Shurretta, 4 is up.
You're on the verge of a title shot next year, 2024. Good luck with that. Hey, best of luck the rest of this year, and we'll be looking out for you in the 2024 to do big things and capture world titles.
Thank you.
Is there anything you want to tell your boxing fans, my viewers, and my subscribers all around the world?
Hey, make sure if y'all ever in Dallas, y'all come check me out at my boutique at the headquarters Deluxe Studios in Dallas. I want to give a shout out to Triple D Gear, some of my sponsors, Flock Gear, going with D1 Performance and Nutrition, and to the bartender babes. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for everything to my whole city of Dallas.
And to you, we appreciate your time. We thank you for your time. Thank you for coming on. We hope to have you on again. Thank you.
I'll definitely be on here again.
Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.